Welcome, everybody. We are back. TSG Pressbox. I got my panelists with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Hulk.
How's everybody doing? This is Original Hawk again. First off, I want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in to the podcast. It felt great to have such positive reaction to it. So hopefully you guys keep listening and hopefully you enjoy this show.
All right, Killer.
What up? This is Jay Killer, a.k.a. Mr. No Pen, No Pad. I'm so good. And like Hawk said, man, it was a success, man. And tune in to the Sim Gamer podcast as well, you know, just to get some extra news, you know what I mean? But appreciate the listen.
All right, and last but not least, McKay.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. McKay here. I'd like to make a big shout out to one of the craziest guys in TSG. Congratulations, Rio, on having your healthy baby girl.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Yep. So, this week we decided to do the preseason power rankings. And let me explain a little bit about the power rankings before we get into it. Okay, what we did, we picked 5 members of TSG to vote. And to vote on every member in TSG. This is just based on your team and your Madden skill. Like, we not picking on nobody, you know, just team and Madden skill. That's it. So we got the 5 on the vote. They turned their votes in. We tally up the votes, and we got the 32 best teams power rankings right now for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and start that. And rank number 32 overall is Green Bay Packers coach, Pogge. All right, Hawk, let me know what you think.
Well, I'm sure everybody's going to say this about Pogge. I mean, he's like the consummate professional. He's a great sport. He doesn't complain. He's not the best Madden player I've come against. I don't know if he's really into it like the rest of us are. I think he plays it for the communal aspect of it, just to have people to talk to and play. I think if he puts his mind to it, he has the Green Bay Packers. He should be able to move up to I'm thinking middle of the road maybe. Yeah. By the mid-season power rankings. But like I said, overall, he's a great dude. He's a great, sport about everything. Even with all the losing, he still, plays all his games and gets it all in. So that's what I have to say about Pogge.
I basically got the same thing. Good sport as far as Madden skills. He needs to work on them a little bit, but with some much needed practice and him having the best team in that division, he can easily improve to a 8-8 from a 3-13 record last year. And plus, I talked to him. He's wanted me to tell everybody that the pack is back. That's from his own words. Pack is back.
Pack is back.
Yeah, Pogge, I think, is probably one of the best sportsmen in the league. He never complains after a loss. He actually improved from like his last season. He actually won 3 games. I think that's probably the best he's ever done in TSG. He just has to work on his predictability. He comes out with a couple of the same plays over and over, and he loves those wide receiver streaks with a fast receiver. But overall, if he changes it up a little and he's got the Green Bay Packers, I think he's going to make some noise in that division, hopefully.
Well, I do know that he been talking a little bit on GroupMe, man. That he ready. Like he gonna put forth the effort and he gonna be better this year, man. I wish Pogge nothing but luck. But let's go ahead and move on to rank number 31. The Detroit Lions owner, the new dad, Rio. All right, go ahead and start on him, Hulk.
Well, speaking of streaks down the field, that seems to be Rio's whole offense is Calvin Johnson.
Yep.
In the past, I mean, everybody has a game plan against him that if you stop Calvin, you stop Rio.
Yeah.
So if he can kind of mix it up, I mean, he beat Captain last year. You know what I'm saying? So he
beat me as well, though. He beat me as well. So it's
that's impressive.
I mean, he's a decent. If he puts his I know this is like a broken record, but if he concentrates and opens up his playbook, he can be a good player. But he gets sucked back into whenever something goes wrong. Calvin Johnson, streak Gronkowski. Well, he had Gronkowski on his team last year. Streak to Gronkowski. I mean, if he can change it up and actually use his playbook, and I mean, he has a decent team. So I think it's all on him.
Yeah.
It's not the team, it's him.
First, I want to say congratulations to him. You know, he had a beautiful baby girl. Big shout out. And let me state the facts on Rio.
Go easy, man.
Number one, his defense gave up 6,712 yards last year. That's 100 yards. Let's say 100 yards is a touchdown and 67 touchdowns. That's just ridiculous, straight up. Number two, he had 56 turnovers. That's 3.1 turnovers per game with 40-plus interceptions. This dude in my book supposed to be last. I'm being real. He supposed to. I think Poggi plays better than him because you know, by him doing that same play, just anytime he in panic mode, he just throws it up on a streak to a Calvin Johnson. That gets old. Like I said, he beat me the first time only because I didn't know he was gonna come out like that.
Right.
But as we played offline, the dude hasn't beat me since, and I think that any solid coach that he's playing against can adjust to that. I don't see him making the playoffs or even having a winning record anytime soon.
I was in that division last year on the 360. Played Rio multiple times, and yes, if you stop Calvin Johnson, you stop Rio. But he just needs to utilize his weapons more. Like, he's got Sue, he's got Fairley, he's got not the rookie boy, what's his name? That D end. And then he's got that new tight end, Eric Alborn.
Yeah.
And then he's got Golden Tate and Reggie Bush. So if he changes it up and stops throwing to Calvin, he might actually win 8 games, 9 games.
And he also needs to, in my opinion, he needs to stop trying to user catch everything. I mean, Calvin Johnson has, 99 catch for a reason. Let the Madden do some of the work instead of you trying to user every. I mean, that's where a lot of his interceptions come from, him trying to user catch the ball. So that's just my advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know I don't have any rings, but that's just my advice.
You know you're going to say that. It's the no ring show. You know you're going to say that.
Yeah, like y'all said, Rio got a real good game. When he want to play, he beat me before too. And when he played me, he straight up, beat me. It was, he utilized everybody on the field. He ran the ball well. It just won't Calvin. If he can
and when he does beat you, you won't hear the end of it.
Oh, no, you're not going to hear the end of it. But that just goes to show you that in this league, anybody can be beat. Like you said, he beat Cap. And Cap, Cap arguably the top 3 in the league.
Yeah. When he get his game right, he can play. But Rio won't go past number 30 on the rankings. That's when we do him again in the middle of the season, he's going to be right down there because Rio it's just going to implode, man. It's just what he do. So let's go ahead and move on to number 30, Jacksonville Jaguars owner, Rico Man. What y'all think?
I was in Rico's division last year. He had the Dolphins, and he gave me some pretty stiff competition. I think he's a pretty good player, but I'm basing this on his, and I'm assuming that the people that voted were basing this just on how bad his team is going to be. It's going to be a lot for him to get wins just from the stats on his team. So, I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about him as a GM. I don't know about his GMing skills too much. He did give a lot of, he did give a lot of for Poe last year. He paid Poe like a 8-year, $150 million deal or something like that, and just screwed his whole cap up. But if he makes some sound decisions, and he's gonna have to do a lot of trading to get that team up. So that's why I'm assuming that he's number 30.
I don't. First, I want to say good luck to him because he got arguably the worst team in the league. I played Rico a couple times. He pulled the plug on me one time. Yes, I'm gonna say it. He pulled the plug on me. He did that, and got the game sim, and he came out with the win. I didn't even go to the playoffs that year, Hawk. I believe you went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So what he does, he gives up. He does more complaining than trying to fix the situation. His user skills are not up to par at all. You know what I mean? And I can see him going 4-12 or 5-11 based on him just trying to get some game sim win. Other than that, a 2-14, 3-13.
Yeah, I think Rico's probably is going to have the worst record next year or this year coming up. He's got Chubbs, Dede, and 4-6 in that division. He's got the worst team. And he's probably won't play any games this year. He's probably going to get a bunch of them in, unfortunately. So hopefully he builds that team up through free agency, through trades, through the draft, and maybe he'll make some noise in a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, Rico got a good game if you ask me. I think it's more so his ranking is down here to 30 because of the team. The Jaguars is horrible. They bad. That's all you can say about them. But let's move on. Number 29, the Atlanta Falcons coach, owner, GM, Don Figures. What y'all got on Don?
What I have on Don, I think based on the voters that voted him in this position, is mainly because I don't even think he likes Madden. When you play him, that's all, he always complains about not liking the game and it's not realistic and it's too arcadey. So I don't even know if he tries, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I never played him personally, but last year with a 3-13 record, put you at the bottom with good company. You know what I mean? You got 44 turnovers, and that's one of the most things that you can't do. It's why most of the guys are at the bottom with these ridiculous amount of turnovers. And seeing that he was in a tough division last Madden with the Redskins, with them having the Falcons this year, I don't see it getting any easier.
Yeah, I feel like Don doesn't really care that much about Madden. He's more of a 2K boy. I think he only plays just to have fun once in a while, and when he does play, I think he only tries to win when he thinks he can win. Not too much to say about Donnie.
Yeah, I played Don once or twice, and just like y'all said, I don't think Don just played just to be part of want to play the game sim. So he just joined a sim league and just play. I don't think he cares if he win or lose.
He's in it for the community mostly, I think.
Yeah. He one of the few guys in TSG that I really don't know though. I know most of everybody. I really don't know too much about Don, but I do.
I've been in a party with him a couple of times. He's a cool person, man. Like you said, he's really here for the community.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, so we can go ahead and move on. Don, number 29. So number 28, the commish, the Broncos owner, the godfather of TSG, Jersey. All right, go ahead, I hope.
I'm thinking the same thing with Don. I don't think Jersey really enjoys playing Madden. I think he has something against EA personally, but I mean, he's a good player though. I played him before. He's a decent player. Like I said, I don't think he really enjoys Madden. He falls in the same category as Don. I mean, he's just in it for the community and just to talk on group me and parties. And I think he's more of like a FIFA or hockey guy.
Yeah. I played Jersey. I beat him 41-7. Wasn't even a good match. What I seen, I wasn't impressed. He got a great team though with the Broncos, but in order to win this league, you have to be a great coach as well. So if he's not in the game, then I don't see him winning. Maybe four games, 5 the most.
Yeah, Jay, you nailed that on the spot. He's been around forever in TSG. He doesn't play his games though. He's got family to take care of. I know that, and like you said, hockey's more into hockey. I know that for a fact. He always starts off the first season with the first season of Madden, and then he slowly drifts away, and then he just disappears, and then comes back all as soon as the next Madden's released. So we'll see what happens with him this year.
Yeah, he does have the Broncos, man. So he got the team. If he put in the time, maybe Jersey will climb up these rankings. Also.
Yeah, he definitely has the tools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move forward. Number 27, Cleveland Browns owner, GM, coach, Dog Pound. All right, fellas, what y'all got?
I found this one to be pretty surprising. One of my biggest surprises on this list. I played Dog Pound, and he seems like a pretty stout competitor to me. So based on the guys that voted, maybe they don't see the same thing I see. But I mean, he has a decent team with the Browns. Josh Gordon. I mean, you can do a lot of damage with him.
Yeah.
So I don't really know where this is coming from, to be honest with you.
Dog Pound, I think he's right where he needs to be.
Okay.
Maybe even lower. He has a lot of work to do. Being in that division with Cincy and Blitz, I can see him getting real discouraged fast. Like he just give up. Like, man, I can't make it to the playoffs. I got this record with 8-8 or 9-7 record, but I got Cincy. They got 11-5, and right under him is Blitz with a 10-6. You know what I mean? So I can see him getting discouraged real quick.
Yeah, totally agree. He's a true Browns fan, that's for sure. I took over the Browns last year for him because I heard he was having trouble with Madden, and he had like all the original players from when like the first roster update. So he's a true Brown fan. I think he's ranked where he's ranked just based on the fact of his division and everyone he has to play. Yeah.
But he's not a scrub, though. I mean, he's a decent player. I mean, to me.
Yeah, but I think let me get in right here. I think it's how strong the league is. The reason why Dog Pound is number 27 because Dog Pound can beat a lot of guys in this league. I know he done beat Blizz. He owns Blizz. I guarantee you, Dog Pound and Blizz got 2 Super Bowls. But every time they play, it seems like Dog Pound's win. I don't know how he fared against Cincy and Blitzburg, but I know, like y'all said, Dog Pound got a real good game, man. I just think if the league's so strong, it puts him back here at 27.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move forward, man. Number 26 is Goat Bino. All right, man, what y'all know about Goat?
Sure.
Well, this one, from what I've heard from people in GroupMe, that he's one of the newer guys in the league. So I've never played him before ever. So I'm gonna withhold on this one because I don't know anything about him.
Me too. Like I'm new to the league, and I think he's new, but he's Cap boy. So anyone that's a protege of Cap, I guess he's good.
He was in TSG last year. I believe he had the Falcons. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
He's an okay player. Gets his wins, but I think he's ranked here just based on the fact that he's got the Panthers and he's got no wide receivers. Doesn't really have that much to utilize besides Cam. And he's got to play captain frame twice a year. So
okay, so you think they're basing this on his team and that he in his division?
Yeah, mostly. Like he's an okay player. He's never been to the playoffs, I don't think, but I think he's based here just on his division.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember last year he played. He beat Frank. I remember he came back to GroupMe and we did a little interview and all. So he got skills. You know, he could beat. You know, he could beat the best of them too.
But you know what? In this league, anyone can be beaten on any given day, man.
I mean,
I noticed that. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can be beat on any given day.
I feel you. Maybe I think 26 is a good spot for him though. I mean, I was really looking at it right then when y'all was talking, and being that y'all don't know much about him, I saw him play last year. I think 26 is a good spot. You know, maybe
that says a lot about this league, though, that you have guys that are like decent players, like Goat and Dog Pound,
towards
just in the bottom third of the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that says a lot about TSG.
Oh yeah, man. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Number 25, another TSG commissioner, the Eagles owner / GM / coach, Tonic. All right, fellas.
I think this is based on his what is he, number 25? Yeah. 25. I think it's based on, seems like Tonic outthinks himself too much on this game. He like makes killer trades all the time. I mean, last year he had Richard Sherman and Revis.
Yep.
And Russell Wilson and didn't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking I'm finding it hard to put into words, but it seems like he outthinks himself too much.
Yeah. Last year, he had arguably the best roster in the league and was only mediocre. He picked up, like you said, Sherman, Wilson, Revis, and I believe he had Wagner. I'm not sure, but 8-8, that's just unacceptable for a team of that caliber he had, man. You can't go 8-8 with a superstar team like that.
And he picked up Calvin Johnson last year too.
Exactly.
You picked up Calvin Johnson too?
Yeah, he had Calvin Johnson last year too. I'm thinking it's got to be a disconnect from like real football to Madden. Maybe he's thinking he can do stuff, but this is a video game, so everything is not going to translate the way that you want it to. So you got to kind of figure out how to play Madden, but try to do it as sim as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He always manages to sweet talk people and giving him the best corners, the best this, best that. He loves trading with his cousin Pogi. I feel like this is actually a perfect spot for him. 25, because I don't think he's going to win that division. I don't think he's ever going to come close to winning that division. I don't think he's going to make a playoff game. I think this is a perfect spot for him, but I think it might be time for Tonic to give up those Eagles to another owner, Chubbs.
Please don't start that. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
I talked to Tonic last year, doing last Madden rather, and
Okay.
he told me that me and him would go through the same thing. Like when you playing defense, and it's almost like the game kind of moving a little too fast for you. Like you don't know who to use. You feel like you're out of position. So going back to what you were saying, Hulk, that it makes a lot of sense what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the real game into Madden is not translating well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So let's go ahead and move forward. Number 24, Real Law, Cowboys. All right, Hulk.
Well, Real Law, this is another one that surprised me because last year he had Frame and Captain in his division. That's why he didn't
Make the playoffs.
I mean, he had double-digit wins like all the time. So this has got to be based off the strength of his division.
Yeah.
And he's playing with the Cowboys, and their defense is terrible. So that could be part of it too. But he's an okay player. I mean, he gets a little repetitive sometimes, but overall, I played him last year. He's a decent competitor.
I might have to disagree.
Okay.
Last year he had close to 60. He had 59 turnovers, close to 60 turnovers. I played him in a practice game, and I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see that good Madden player that you talking about. Is just a mediocre player. And then he has the Cowboys this year, right?
Exactly.
So he's leaving a division where, you had Cap and Frame, and he's going to another tough division where, you got Takeout and Monkey. So it's like the same thing. I can see him overhauling his whole game and trying to adjust to some new things. So that can be either good or bad.
Yeah, he is a repetitive player, but if he did manage to come up with a 10-6 record against and had to play it had to play Captain and Frame, and he came out with that record, I feel like he should be ranked a little higher than 24. I feel like there's a couple players that he's ahead of, but I think probably based on him having the Cowboys and him having probably the worst defense in the league, it's gonna take some rebuilding for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Law, once again, he's solid, man. Like, I know when people they know they got to play to beat him. It ain't no, like, an easy win. You don't just count a W on your schedule. When you
Exactly, yeah. You don't overlook him.
Yeah, exactly.
I really can't add much. I only played him once or twice. Being Law real cool, I know he know what I'm doing right now. But it's like you said, the league is just, man, there's a lot of good owners in the league, put it that way.
Yeah, somebody has to be number 24.
Exactly. So, let's go ahead and move forward. Ranked number 23. This is disappointment right here. It's just completely disappointing. But anyway, let's go ahead and number 23, the Oakland Raiders coach, GM, myself, Bo. I'm gonna let y'all go in first. So you gotta say on me.
Well, I've never played you, Bo, but like I said, somebody has to be number 23. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I came in the league and I seen you on Group Me. I wanted to play you so bad because you was like the voice of BH. I know. I said, man, if I can just beat him, I know I got him in my pocket. BH, you know what I mean? My bad for that. But I never played you. The football IQ that you have, though, I can see you getting maybe mid-season and coming back to these rankings being maybe top 15. Because if you can change that team and make them below average with your football IQ, I can see you making the top 15.
They are the worst team stat-wise, ratings-wise on the game.
Below average, well below average.
Yeah. Actually, last. That's a well below average.
I've played you Bo a couple times. I'm never ever gonna forget when you friggin' ran 93 yards on that quarterback draw with Terrell Pryor. But I don't know. You don't have Terrell Pryor this year. I don't know how you're gonna work with that rookie quarterback. But yeah, I know you're a good player, and I feel like you're gonna move up ahead in the rankings as the seasons continue. I just feel like based on you're having the worst team in the league, it's gonna be difficult for you to get up there right now.
Yeah, I understand that. I got y'all.
So what do you feel that you need to do better to move up?
Adjustments. That is my biggest problem in Madden, and that's what I'm gonna work on. Let me give y'all an example right quick. I ain't gonna kill too much time. I could be up and like I said, if I'm up in the second quarter and the person I'm playing make adjustments and they come back on me, I have never been able to adjust in Madden. It's like if you stop what I'm trying to do, I don't have a backup plan. If my defense can't stop you, I don't have a backup plan. And I've been, talking to different people in the league, the better guys. I know Cap, Cincy, they've been telling me how to, being able to learn how to stop this and that with defensive audibles and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna concentrate on this year, and hopefully it works with my G. I feel like I'm a good GM. Hopefully I can move on, up the rankings, man.
Yeah, so you're just saying that you just gotta put in some more lab work.
Exactly.
I think most of that comes from having the Raiders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like you're right. Because sometimes I'm like, man, you supposed to be there. Where you at? And they ain't there. So and like I said, when I got a better team, I perform better. But still, I need to learn adjustments. So let's move forward. That's enough for me. So number 22, another person that's in here, the Miami Dolphins owner, McKay. Y'all go ahead.
I think this is based solely on his division with Ninja in it, and I'm sure he'll agree with that.
Go ahead.
Last year you had the Vikings, right?
Last year I had the Vikings, and then I ended up taking over for the Browns on Xbox One.
That's when you
He didn't have the Vikings on Xbox One though.
No, on Xbox.
You didn't have the Vikings on Xbox One.
On Xbox
360.
Yeah.
I played you, and it was a good game.
It came down to that old time.
It was a good game, and I feel like you had 22 just because you have a Dolphins. Just the same way with Bo, or say a Tonic at because he I feel like you need to be maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah.
What I mean? If you would have had any other team, you'd probably be higher. But I played you. You're damn good. It was back and forth.
Let me get in real quick, McKay, before you talk about yourself. But I've been playing McKay since he had the Cowboys back in 12. And McKay, you went to the playoffs like every year with the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Weren't you like 10-6, 11? McKay was real good. And then
Thank you for pointing that out, too.
Then I remember you had the Rams, and I think you slid back in 13 with the Rams. Am I right about that?
Kind of, because that's when I had Twan and Chubbs in my division.
Yeah.
So you had the Cowboys when did Monkey have the Redskins at the time?
No, Jersey had the Redskins.
Jersey. This was back in the day.
Yeah, it was back in the day.
Okay.
When I first joined. And McKay always been solid to me, man. We played a good game. The difference was that big run by Pryor the last time we played. Solid player. Like I said, McKay the type of guy that, he can make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you just could take that next step.
Yeah, but there's something about playing with your team that you root for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That people might not think that means a lot in a video game, but man, it's just that connection that you have with your home team, that you know everybody on the team. You don't have to guess about people,
especially playing in a franchise too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's one of the toughest things. Is I got like a new team every freaking year. Then I got to learn what players can do what and how to do what.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've been working with Chubbs and Twan in the offseason, trying to improve those user skills on defense. But I feel like if I can improve those user skills on defense, then I'll definitely be ahead in the rankings.
Okay.
So y'all, so it's confirmation that y'all are working together, right?
Well, yeah, possibly, maybe.
Y'all working together on the off season the game, right? So it's Illuminati forever,
right?
Forever.
All right. Just
forever.
Hey, let's end that Illuminati talk. Let's go ahead and move forward. All right, now we got rank number 21, Seahawks owner Coin. What y'all got on Coin, man?
I think this is a mixed bag. I think he's ranked this high because of the team that he has, but I don't know if Coin puts in the work. Like, Corin gets frustrated really easily at Madden, and he'll just say, forget it, I'm done with this game, and I'll just trade all my players away. So, based on the team that he has, I think that's why he's ranked number 21. But based on the way that he plays Madden, I'm thinking he should probably be lower.
Yeah.
I disagree, but you are right about him blowing up the team.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck on this one. He has the best team as of right now on the game.
Yeah.
He went to the NFC Championship last Madden, the first season, right?
Right.
Yeah, he went. And I've been talking to him over the Xbox, and he seems a whole lot smarter about the player contracts and what's going on with the cap room and all that. So 21, cool, but if he stick to what he's telling me in the party and about the player contracts and the cap room, I can see him moving up, keeping everybody on that team.
Yeah, I feel like he's learned from his mistakes from last year.
Yeah,
taking that huge cap hit and trading away Sherman and Wagner and Russell for who knows what he got. I don't think he got anything good. I think he learned from his mistakes. I feel like he should actually be ranked a little lower. He needs to change up his game. He's kind of predictable. I was in the same division with him back when I had the Rams. He's very predictable. So if he changes that up and keeps that team solid as they are, then he'll make some noise.
Okay, the thing about Corn to me is he got the Seahawks, so that's pretty much the best team, and he got one of the top 3 best teams. So I thought he would be ranked higher because Corn can make the playoffs in TSG. So I think 21 was a bit low for Corn. I would have had him up there, up there 16, 17, something like that. But Corn a good player, man. Like he beat me with them replacement players. It was embarrassing, man.
He's not a bad player, but I'm just saying he gets frustrated with Madden sometimes. I mean, I know Corn personally, you know what I'm saying? So he gets real frustrated with stuff when it should work and it doesn't. And sometimes when he gets fed up, it's like, forget it, I'm done.
I got you. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and move forward though. 21 is Corn. At rank number 20 is his name is Joker. I usually call him Deathpool, but I don't know.
I still call him that.
Yeah,
Deathpool. Okay.
I don't know what his Joker thing.
Yeah,
about.
I'm not too familiar with him. Is that Frame's brother or cousin or something like that? Or they live?
Buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack.
I played Joker. Well, let me tell you how it happened. I was blowing him out. It was like 48-7. Then me and Rio was in a party together. And me and him started arguing, and he came back and beat me like 49-48. So I wasn't impressed at all. From what I've talked to a couple people about him, is that Joker might not have the passion anymore. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Take it in mind.
That's a great point.
Yeah, he might not have the passion no more, but you got to take it in mind that I think he won a Super Bowl. Didn't he win a Super Bowl?
No, he went to 2 Super Bowls 2 or 3 in a row.
Well, he went to 2 Super Bowls, and from what I heard Cap say out of his own mouth is that, once you get there and you do something like that, you got to keep pushing yourself to get back there because you feel like you accomplished something. Like, man, I just went to the Super Bowl, another Super Bowl. You got to keep pushing yourself to get back there. And I don't think he has that passion anymore.
Yeah, I feel like when he changed his name from Deathpool to Joker is what it's gone. Because I remember he had the Cardinals and he went to two or three straight Super Bowls. I'm not 100% sure. And I remember I was talking to Frame and Frame was saying that Poole was heartbroken. He built this team up. He had a great record and he was just heartbroken. When Joker focuses, he's good. He's good. But like you said, his passion's probably gone for the game.
So does he game at all anymore, or he's just in it for the community aspect of it now?
Well, see, he's not too busy on the group me, and it's rarely you catch him on the pod. I think it's just his real life situations probably he have going on.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I can understand that. I mean,
yeah, that's always understandable.
Yeah.
All right, my experience with Joker is we played together in Madden 13 in the AFC West, and he beat me bad about every time we played. And he's one of those ones to me that he'll do the same thing over and over and over again. And like I said, I couldn't adjust to it, and he just, kept pounding it on, man. I don't think he's the Simmons player out there that was then. I don't know if he changed or not, but that's my experience with him. Like, he just would do the same thing over and over again. But let's go ahead
he loves the outside runs, that's for sure.
Let's go ahead and move forward. Rank number 19, San Diego Chargers owner, GM coach, Ruger. What y'all got for Ruger?
I think this is one of the ones that could be ranked a little higher, maybe a couple, 3 spots higher. He made some noise in that he was in the NFC West, I believe, last year, and he challenged Twan for the division. Yep. I think both times.
He didn't make the playoffs with a 12-4 record, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, he's definitely a good player. He likes to, he's a wide open player. He definitely loves the passing game. He'll pick you apart with the passing game. But like I said, I think he could be a little bit higher. But like I said, this league is so strong that he has to be at 19. So
I'm agree with you. He probably needs to be a couple spots up. Most improved coach from last year.
Exactly.
He's good, but in that harsh division, I don't know. It's a toss up, man, between y'all four, man. You, Bo, him, and Jersey if he competes. Like I said, man. So I don't know what can he do in that division.
If he finished with that record, he's improved a lot. I know he wasn't on the 360 league and he came onto the 1 league, but a couple of leagues ago he was the Patriots, I think, and he wasn't the greatest. He was like 12 or 2 and whatever. But he's improved significantly, and I feel like he should be ranked a little higher on this list.
Yeah, he won a most improved player for a reason.
Exactly.
Last year, so.
Exactly. He improved significantly.
Yeah.
I played Ruger once last season. We had a good game. He won. Like I said, going past that one game, I really don't know too much. I know Ruger was a basketball guy. And he came over to football, and he said now that his attention is on football, and he's gonna really try. So he went 12-4 without his attention really being on it, and now his attention gonna be on it. We could look for him to rise in the rankings, man. Funny dude. I'm glad he's in the AFC West.
Yeah, that's his biggest drawback is that he's in our division. So
all right, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, we'll get to the third guy here, number 18, Minnesota Vikings own Coach Killer. What y'all got, man? Let me start with Killer right quick.
Go ahead.
I really, like I said, I don't know. I never played him in Madden. I'm just going by what people say. I guess he's solid because of the ranking. You know what I'm saying? He got up over a lot of people that I think some decent Madden players. But when we first came to group me, talking a lot of junk, and I got in the party one time. I said, "Oh, he's just a cool dude. Just want to, talk a little trash," and I'm down with that. Glad you're in the league, man. I just want to let you know that, man. So y'all go ahead. You go ahead.
You need a violin with that speech.
I just want to show a little love. Can a brother show love?
Yeah, you can. I'm about to show him some love too, man. Yeah, I played him last year. Of course, I beat him, but yeah, he's a
Gotta say that.
you know me, man. I gotta talk a little trash. Yeah, he's a solid player. Middle of the pack, so he has nothing. He can definitely move up, and with his division, he should be a perennial playoff contender.
Man, I came in this league last year, in season 2, and for me to be right here on this list above all these guys, I think that's a big accomplishment. Plus, I came in and I actually just really didn't know nothing about playing sim or developing players on a connected franchise. Commissioner Monkey really just pulled me to the side and gave me all the games. So everything that I know now, I can't see me not even going further down on the list. I can only go up.
Yeah. Before I played Killa, there was that bickering that happened between you and Twan. I was like, I don't know about this guy, man. But I ended up playing you, and it came down to the last minute play, and then I got this podcast with you, and you're a pretty cool guy. And I think it's going to be you and Kid for that division. And if you play the way you played against me, you got that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Ranked number 17 is St. Louis Rams coach Ryder Strong. What y'all got for Ryder?
I think he's based here. That seems to be the right spot for him. He has the St. Louis Rams this year. He should have a pretty good team, but it's going to be hard for him with Versa and Twan. Okay. So I could almost see him being ranked lower just because of that. But what I've heard, I think I played him one time. It was pretty good. He's a pretty good competitor. So based on his division, I think he deserves to be number 17.
Most of Ryder's success last year was because of Jamal Charles.
Exactly.
Now he has this new team in a competitive division, and to me, he should be lower, but because of his team, last year he didn't even play most of his games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't even play most of his game and went to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he maybe should be a couple spots down, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, Killer. I feel like he should be ranked a little lower. I don't know what happened to him last year. I know he was on auto a lot, and in that division, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but in that division, I feel like he should be ranked a little lower, but we'll see.
Yeah, he was in the. I remember I could talk on him from a 360. He was the Chiefs on the 360. I never played him on the one, and he was solid. The first year he won the division. The second year, I had his number, but he still was beating other people in the league. So he's solid. 17, the 20 to 15 range or somewhere I would have had him. So I guess that's good in my opinion. So we're gonna move on. This will be the last one for this episode. Rank number 16, the Texans coach, Didi. What y'all got for Didi?
I played Didi last year. I think he's a really good player. Just missed out the top 15. So that says a lot. If you can be in the middle half of this league, I think that says that you're a decent player and you have the ability to pretty much do anything you want if you're in the top half. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if he's really dedicated to it a lot because it's kind of hard to get up with him to play games.
Yeah.
I know I experienced that last year, but overall, I think he's a decent player. So, his ranking says a lot about him.
Yeah. I was in DD division last year. Me and him played like maybe about 6 times. He pulled a plug on me one time too, but we ain't gonna talk about that. He's a good all around player, but any given day he can be beat. Now he's in the same division with Chubbs, one of TSG's Hall of Famer, and the returning vet, Mr. 463. I've been hearing good things about him. Hurting at that QB position, it might be kind of tough.
Yeah. Chubbs and Didi have had a rivalry for a while. Yeah, they were in the same division a couple of seasons ago, and they were always going back and forth. Chubbs always took that division. Didi always gave him his run for his money. Didi's a good player, though. He's a sim player, that's for sure. Yeah, he doesn't have his quarterback, though, and I know that's one of his best assets is having a quarterback, and I don't even know who he's going to pick to start because he doesn't really have anyone. So maybe should have been ranked probably like 18, 19, just based on the fact that he doesn't have the greatest team. He's a good player, but based on the fact that he's got to play Chubbs 4-6, I don't know. Good player, though. Shout out to my fellow Canadian brother.
Yeah,
Didi one of those guys, man. He be up in the basketball league and the football league, and if he gave his full attention to one league, maybe he can move up there. But I know he's like he's like a top 5 basketball guy in 2K and in TSG.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think when the basketball come out, it completely Didi goes to basketball. You had to ask him that for sure, but that's what I think. I know he's real good.
He's definitely said that. As soon as basketball drops, I think it's November. He loses all his focus on Madden, just focus strictly on the NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can see that happening to some of the guys in the league. You know what I mean? At this first season, to be very, very competitive, and then once NBA drops, I can see a lot of cats just getting unfocused, and the cats below like me and Ruger rising to maybe top 10.
Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, fellas, we're gonna leave it there for this week. Tune in next week for rankings 15 through what we doing, fellas? 15 through 1 next week?
Yeah, we have some special guests coming in to react to their ratings, so it should be a good show, a real good show next week.
Yeah, they come react to their ratings.
Oh yeah. Let's, y'all got anything to say before we go? Hope?
You can follow me on Twitter at Original Hawk or subscribe to me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Original Hawk, and I appreciate all the support.
Go on iTunes, download this podcast, download my podcast, the Sim Gaming Podcast. Call the show 724-96 Gamer. Leave a voicemail.
All right, McKay.
I'd just like to say thanks everybody again for listening to the podcast. If you guys have any feedback, just let us know. We'll try and fix it, work on it. Shout out to Kill Illuminati. They're gonna run this joint this year.
There you go.
And make sure if you guys leave us some some feedback, make sure it's constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Stuff to make the show better. We don't really need to hear.
I should have been ranked higher.
Yeah, because we like we said, we didn't vote in this.
Nah, we didn't have no votes in this.
Yeah, so just give us some constructive criticism because, we're doing this for the community, and we really want to make it the best possible. So just give us some feedback, and we'll definitely try to implement it.
And if you at the bottom, just
gotta work harder. That's all.
Yeah.
Like I always say, prove it on Madden, man. Prove it on Madden. You think you in the wrong spot? Prove it. Go out there on Madden and win. And you'll move up.
That's motivation for you.
You're gonna have a chance. You're gonna have a chance to prove it. So.
Oh yeah, well, that's it for this week, y'all. Like I said, next week we're gonna finish these rankings. We hope y'all enjoy it. Just support TSG, man. Whatever y'all can do to support it, man.
Man, go buy some shirts, videos,
buy some
shirts.
Whatever, man. Be active. Just support the league, man. And that'll be it, y'all. Peace.